Hi, everybody. Hey, 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 hey. I'm in a good mood, can you tell? I'm in a really, really good mood. And this is the first time that I am using my location feature. So we'll see how this goes. Hey, Jumpman Wood, how are you? Hey, hey, hey. I'm talking about finding your why today, but in just a minute, let me go live on Facebook because I want to make sure that everyone can see. Let's see. Okay, well, I'm on my cell phone service, so we're gonna see how this goes. Okay. Let me go live because I'm gonna go live on Facebook too because I need to talk to you guys about this. And it's really, really important. So let's do this. Let's start the live. And tell me where you guys are coming in from. I'd love, love, love to know. Tell me hi, right? Hello, hi. Right? Hey, Facebook. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully this is bright enough for you guys. And hopefully it's just my screen. But I'm live on Periscope too, and Periscope is looking bomb. So if I'm looking dark over here on Facebook, come over and join me on Periscope at Dominique Hart, and we can continue the conversation. I'm not scared, okay? So, like it says in the title, if you haven't seen it already, I'm talking about why there's more to it than just finding your why or knowing your why, right? And if you guys haven't really known or heard about how to do that, you definitely are going to learn a lot today. Before I jump into that though, you might be wondering like, who is this girl in this amazing pink today, right? Who is this woman? My name is Dominique Hart. I'm a visual brand strategist for small business entrepreneurs, and I help my lovely, lovely, lovely audience and my lovely, lovely, lovely clients stand out in their market dynamically, right? And then I also help them to accelerate their profits in the process. And so that's what I help my peeps do, and that's what I'm here to help you do today. So hopefully you guys will get a lot out of this scope and this live. I have not forgotten about y'all. Roll with me here. And hopefully, you guys will get a lot out of today. But like I said, there is so much more to you just knowing your why, right? If you've ever heard about that, especially if you're in multi-level marketing, they pound you guys with this, right? They pound you guys with this because that is the motivating force behind what you do and how you do it, right? Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. Feeling the love, right? That is, they pound that because you need to know, why am I doing this in the first place? Because there's going to be days, right? And this is for everyone who hasn't been exposed to this concept. This is going to be really helpful for you. And I'm going to show you how to use this principle to accelerate that in your life and in your business, right? Especially in business, because that's why we're here, right? Here to make money, here to make it happen, here to create change in our communities. That's why we're here. That's why, why we do what we do, right? But some people don't even know why they're doing it, right? So we need to unpack that, right? And we need to scale that up, right? And make it happen. So if you didn't know, let's jump back into it. Knowing your why, right? There are going to be times in business, in your life, from day to day, where you are just not going to feel like it. You're just not, okay? You're going to wake up some mornings and you're going to be like, I don't feel like getting up and answering these phone calls. I don't feel like, hi, Willie. I don't feel like getting up and doing any business today. I don't feel like, answering any emails. I don't feel like talking to anybody today. But you need to understand why you're doing it in the first place. And hey, Facebook Live, if you are here with me, definitely give me some thumbs up. If you want to join me on Periscope, I'm on Periscope right now too. So just saying, pick one. But we're here, okay? So knowing your why. There are going to be days when you're not going to feel like it, right? We're just not machines that way. That's not how we're built. That's not what we do. That's not how we do it. We're human. There's days you're not going to feel like it. But at the end of the day, business still has to get done. It's just the truth of the matter, right? Your bills still have to pay, especially for all my full-time entrepreneurs out there. Your bills got to get paid. Okay. They got to get paid, right? It's just the truth, right? You might have employees to pay. You might have assistants to pay, accountants to pay, whoever helps you to run your vision and your business. You have to pay them in order for it to keep moving, right? Yeah, Willie. Yes, you have to pay them. And so there's going to be times when you don't feel like it, but you have to get it done anyway. So what is that driving force behind what's going to push you to do that? What's going to push you to do it, right? That's why you have to understand and find your why, right? For some of you guys have kids. I don't have any kids. I'm a little young thing, so it's not my time yet. So that's just not me yet. But it will be, right? And for a lot of you guys have these precious, adorable human beings who are walking this earth, right? And for a lot of you guys, that might be one of your many whys as to why you do what you do, as to why you get up in the morning. It might be your mom, right? It might be your dad. It might be your family. That might be a part of your why. It might even be your community, right? I know a lot of you guys are big on community. I know a lot of you guys are big on creating change in your world, in your space, in your family, in your bloodline, right? It gets deep, right? And if it is that deep for you, run it that deep, right? Find out why is it that I'm doing what I'm doing, right? Because it's important. Thank you for the heart, Willie. It's important to know why, right? But here's the thing about knowing and finding your why. And this is what people don't tell you. This is what people don't tell you. See, when you find your why, it helps to motivate you. It helps to push you, right? It helps you to go on another day. It helps you to step up another level. It helps you to push through adversities. It helps. It absolutely helps. But then there's a point, about to break this down. Then there's a point when your why doesn't even matter some days. Can I keep it real with y'all? Can I be honest? Can I be, put a little in the back. Can I be honest with you? There are times where not even your why is going to do it for you. You're just like, I'm just over this, right? I'm just over this whole entire thing, right? I'm over it all. I love my kids, but today I'm just out of it. I can't today, right? It happens, right? I love my mama, but I can't today, right? It happens and you lose motivation. You are human. Let me give you permission right now. You are human. It happens. But at the end of the day, you still, even when you don't want to, you still have to keep it moving. Now, can I break it down for you guys? Just another level here, right? So we talked about why it's important to find your why it's important to understand what you're doing from the day to day going on, whatever the case may be. It's important, right? But that's where people stop. That's where the gurus and the coaches out there and the public speakers, you see them on stages all over everywhere. That's where they stop. They never continue. They stop there. They be like, yes, you MLM too, right? And hey guys, if you guys are joining me, tell me where you're joining from, right? I'd love to know where you guys are tuning in from. If you know someone who's going to benefit from what I'm about to drop, because it'll change the way how you say yes to opportunities. It'll change the way how you say no to opportunities and so much more. Philly, check that out. I went to Temple University. So that's awesome. So follow me so we can stay connected. That's so awesome. So someone is from Philly tuning in. That's so cool. So anyway, definitely share this broadcast out. Even if you're watching the replay on Facebook Live, definitely share it with someone, especially if they're in business, if they're going through a hard time in their life, if they're wondering, what is my next move? How do I make these decisions? This is a hard decision, especially for those of you who are going through hard decisions right now. What I'm about to drop is going to help you tremendously. Okay? And so I'm even gonna break it down to you and even show you how it relates to visual branding as well, right? So we'll dive into that in a moment. But that's where they stop, right? The gurus, the public speakers, the coaches, the trainers, everybody out there, that's where they stop. They say, find your why. You got to find your why, because it's gonna keep you moving, it's gonna keep you pushing, and and find your why. And that's it. You find your why, and then you're like, okay, I found my why. It's my kids. I want to have a better life. I want a bigger house. I want this or whatever. Whatever your why is, even as I'm speaking, if you have no idea what it is, it's okay. You're in your house or wherever you are. You're tuning in from wherever you are. I can't see you. Nobody else can see you. Start thinking about it, right? If you haven't already, this is a perfect time to do that. Start thinking. And even if you have questions, ask me. I'm live. We're here together. So ask me. I'm no stranger to questions. I love Q&A. So anyway, that's where they stop. But here's the thing about motivation in general, right? You have to do it every day. You have to feed your soul every day when it comes to motivation. You have to do these things, yeah? In order for it to work, right? You have to implement it every day. What you also come to find is that motivation wears off after a while. It's very true, right? I forget who said it. I'm not stealing it, but I forget who said it when they said, motivation is like a bath. You got to do it every day. Right? Motivation is like a bath. You got to do it every day, right? So it's so true, right? If you don't constantly pour into yourself and motivate yourself when you're frustrated and you want to pull all your hair out, right? It is going to affect you, right? It is going to affect your performance, right? And especially if you want more out of your life, if you want more out of your business, if you want to accelerate to another life, goodness gracious, you have to surround yourself in what is going to get you there, right? Notice I said you have to surround yourself in what is going to get you there. Y'all following me? Surround yourself in what is going to get you there. Not surround yourself with what's going to make you feel good. Surround yourself in what is going to get you there, right? Because when you get there, your why is fulfilled. Your why is achieved. Your why is well taken care of, handled, right? Handled, right? And so, like I said, that's where they stop. They stop with, you just need to find your why, and this and that and the third, and and the violin plays. But what they don't tell you is why you need to even find your why in the first place. Why you need to find your why in the first place. Because finding your why and knowing your why, right? Thank you, Jaylee. Finding your why and knowing your why is not all that it is. There's more to it, right? That's the beginning. Once you found your why and you know your why, you're just getting started, boo-boo. You're just getting started. Finding your why and knowing your why is supposed to help you in your everyday decisions as you make them throughout your life, throughout your business, or whatever decisions or problems may come your way. Let me say that again. Finding your why and knowing your why is supposed to help you navigate your daily life and business decisions. How do you find that why? Love that question, right? Because in order for you to have that secret thing that's going to help you to get from point A to point B or A to Z, you got to even know what it is, right? And that finding your why is different for different people. Right? And this is when it comes back to it being all about you and what you want to achieve out of this world. Because here's the thing. You find your why by asking yourself, even in the moments when I don't feel like it, because it's going to happen. It is going to happen. You're not the Energizer bunny. You just going on the battery. Even the battery got to die at some point. Love you, Duracell, but the battery got to die at some point. Whether I got an extra one hiding in the cupboard or something, the battery got to die. Okay? So there's going to be days when you just don't feel like it, guys. You just don't feel like it, y'all. Right? And so in those days, I want you to ask yourself, especially for those of you who are looking to find your why. Dom, how do I even do that in the first place, right? Ask yourself, what is it, right, that is directly impacted by my decisions? If it's just you, let it be you, right? What is it that is directly impacted by my decisions, right? Because here's the thing about your why. Understanding that it's more to it than just you. There's more to it than just you. It's community. It could be your family. It could be your kids. It could be your heart's desires that directly affect other people, right? It could be so many different other things, but you have to figure out, when I don't feel like doing it, right? What does that mean for the other people or the other factors that are connected to what I am doing, right? You have to do that inner work to find out, and ask yourself, why am I doing this? You see what I'm saying, Willie? Yes. You see what I'm saying? You have to understand that it's more to it than you. You have to understand. No, I don't, Sammy. You have to understand that what you do and why you do it is so much bigger than you. And when you understand that, your eyes and your whole soul starts to become open to, right? It starts to become open to, what am I doing here? Why am I doing this? You start opening yourself up to a level of awareness that is so necessary in your life and in business. Once we come out of the box of just us, you'll start to see how your why will start to expand, and it might even become more definite. I want that for you. If you're still finding your why, if you may even want to revamp what your why is. Maybe you've been in this game for a minute and you may want to revisit why you're even doing this in the first place. You've reached this level of success and you may want to revisit why am I doing this again? Right? And like I said, that might be your kids, that might be your family, that might be it could be a special story that has added to your life in some kind of way. It could be a personal story that has affected your life and your success in some type of way. Maybe has affected you positively. Hey, hi. Oh, absolutely. You are so welcome, Willie. It might be something personal, right, that has affected you in some kind of way. And guys, share this out because someone else might be able to benefit from this. Someone else, I might be able to help someone in some kind of way. So definitely share this, thumbs up and hearts and all that good stuff, because this is real, right? I'm a visual brand strategist, right? So I deal with everything, all types of pretty bells and whistles and all that kind of stuff with websites and social media and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, the number one thing that I'm always asking my clients and people who I speak to when I'm traveling and speaking and everything like that is, why are you doing this? Why are we here right now? I gotta ask, right? Because it's a part of the story and it's a part of the makeup that brings you to every single decision you make in your life. When my clients work with me, I am 100% aware that it is a decision that they have made. Completely aware. It is a decision as to why they chose to work with me and my company, right, over someone else's. So I always ask them, why me? Why now? And why this project? Why are you doing this business? Why did you choose this business? Understanding that why is going to break so many grounds for you, right? But the part that they don't tell you is why you even need to find your why in the first place. Okay? Why you need to find your why in the first place. You need to find your why because you are going to come up against hardships. You're going to come up against hard decisions. If you think for a second that Warren Buffett is not faced with hard decisions every single day, you're out of your mind. Out of your mind. If you think that he's sipping martinis every day, which he might sip one every now and again, whatever he likes, Johnny Walker, whiskey, whatever, okay, however they like it, he's sipping something, okay? But it's not all Mai Tais every day. It's not all whiskeys every day. Some days he's faced with, do I go with this stock or do I go with this stock? I heard something about this company. I'm not too sure. I don't know. Understanding your why, even in high pressure situations like that, will help you to navigate to say, you know what? I want to go with this stock, but I'm going to go with this stock because I think I have a gut instinct about this, or whatever the case may be, or I'm going to go with this because, I think it's going to give me a higher yield or something like that. But at the end of the day, there is a reason behind why he's making that decision, right? Can I say that my why will be my reason for being born? You can elaborate on that. I want to hear more about that. So you're saying that, your why is, why you were even born. So maybe there is a special reason behind your birthing story, right? How you got to this planet in the first place, right? Maybe, your mom had a hard birth or something like that. I'd love to hear more if you want to expand upon it. If you don't, that's fine. Your purpose for life. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Your purpose for life, and defining what that is, what your purpose for life is, right? And then asking yourself again, if XYZ is my purpose for life, then go back again and ask yourself, why is that my purpose for life? This is what I want you to uncover on every level of you asking yourself why, right? If your why is your kids, I need you to go another level deeper and say, why is my why my kids? Because here's the thing. For every one of you who have kids out there, and I love that I went here, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. Especially for those of you who have kids, and if you don't have kids, hear me, feel me, right? Go with me on this. Someone else's reason for why their kids being their why is not yours, and won't be someone else's, right? It's not just the kids. There's something about the kids. Why? Right? And if you don't even know why your kids are your why, start asking yourself. Right? Start asking yourself. Right? Just stumbled into your scope randomly and I'm actually enjoying it. Great content. Oh, thank you so much, George. I really appreciate that. I really, really appreciate it. I hope it's helpful. And so right now, Willie just asked a question about, how do you find your why, right? I was starting to get into why you even need to find your why in the first place, right? Which I'm still going to dive more into that. But I wanted to backtrack because everyone's on different levels and I want to be helpful, right? And so, yes, asking yourself why. And Willie was talking about, his purpose of being here in this earth, why he feels like what he feels his purpose of being here in this earth is. And so even with that, Willie, I want you to ask yourself again, why? Why is it that my purpose for being here on this earth is my why? What is it about that is so important to me? You see how it gets on another level of deepness? And once you get to that level, start asking yourself, you can ask yourself why on every level as much as you want to, but get to the real reason. Get to the nitty gritty, because like I said, in business, in life, no matter what it is, you're going to come against some hard decisions that you're going to have to make. You are. You're going to come against some hard, circumstances in your life. You are. And there's going to be days you're going to wake up and you're like, I don't want to deal with this problem today. I wish it would go away. But guess what? It's not going away. It's not going away until you make a decision. It's not going away until you decide how you're going to navigate these waters. Because you have to navigate these waters. You have to do it, right? So ask yourself, why am I doing this? Because you can do anything. You can let the problem go. You can drop it and just walk away from the situation, the problem, the person, right? Easily. But why are you still around? Why are you making this decision? Why are you going through all of this hell, right? That why is going to help you get through that, right? But here's the thing, Willie and George and everyone watching, even on Facebook Live. Here's the thing about it too. Once you found your why, it is now a tool, a treasured tool that people don't tell you about. Gurus, speakers, coaches, they don't tell you this part because some of them are still trying to figure it out. And some of them are doing it, but they just didn't know that they were doing it, right? Your why is supposed to help you to navigate, right? It's supposed to help you to navigate. Remember I talked about Warren Buffett. I said every day is not peachy for him. He may have all the money in the world, but all of that money comes with responsibility. Believe it or not, right? It comes with responsibility, okay? And so with the responsibility that it holds, hey, George, thank you for coming back. With the responsibility that it holds, it comes with some major, major decisions. It comes with major, major decisions. And why you make the decisions that you make is a direct reflection. Oh, my first super heart. Thank you so much, George. I really appreciate that. It helps you to navigate, right? It's going to, some decisions are not going to be, some decisions are, how do I say? They're not always going to be the easiest, but in every decision that you make, do you know that it's a direct reflection of who you are and what your character is and what your personality is? Now, I talked about this earlier, right? I'm a visual brand strategist, right? That's what I do. That's on my day-to-day. But I make no mistake that when my clients choose to work with me and my company, that it's a decision. They made a decision to work with me. They made a decision to work with my company. That is huge to me. Maybe not to everybody else. They may be used to it. I try never to get used to the fact that someone decided to work with me. One, because I'm aware that they could have worked with other people, right? There's other web designers and people out there. Oh, bless you too, Willie. There's other people out there, right? But I know why they choose to work with me. They just say, Dominique, you understand me. And I say, well, girl, or guy, that is the goal, right? I try to understand because I can make you look fabulous all I want to. I can make you look amazing in your websites and on your printed materials and at your vending events and stuff like that, your events and your expos. But understanding why you even made the decision, understanding why you're even in business, understanding why you do what you do, that's huge. Because that's going to tell me and my team, okay, this is why we're choosing this. This is why we're choosing these colors. This is why we're creating her website or his website the way that we want to, the way that we're designing it to be, right? That's when you become in sync, right? That's when you become more aware, right? And so understanding that the decisions that you make in business and in life are a direct reflection of who you are as a person, then you need to make sure that every decision that you're making is a sure one. And even if it doesn't pan out greatly in the end, at least you have a why behind the decision that you made. And the why behind the decision that you made is the why that you have found for yourself. Make sense now? It's the why behind what you now know is your why. So even if it's your kids, family, making a better difference in this place or anything like that. Thank you so much for the hearts. Even if it's any of those things, you now know for a fact why you're doing this in the first place, right? So if you if this is in any way, shape, or form helpful to you, please share this out, right? Because there's a lot of people out there right now, I mean, the biggest of gurus. You're so welcome. I'm glad it was helpful. If you have any other questions, if you feel like I kind of don't get this part, ask me. I'm here, right? But there are people walking around right now in MLM companies, businesses, big, huge corporations, all of that. And they know their why. They know why they wake up every morning, right? It could be a spiritual thing too, right? They know why they wake up every single morning and do what they do, even when they don't feel like doing it. Even when they don't feel like doing it. But there's a lot of people that don't understand what your why is supposed to do for you. Your why is a tool. When you talk about being strategic in business and making really good and intricate business moves, why you hire who you hire, why you hire who you hire, why you chose to work with somebody over someone else, why you choose to partner with certain people and not another, why you choose to partner with an organization over another. It's strategic. How do you be strategic? You be strategic in the types of decisions that you make. You be strategic in the types of acquaintances that you make, right? But how do you even make those decisions in the first place? You need to know your why. You see how it connects, right? So we've gotten past the motivation of, especially in MLMs, they beat it home, right? I was in a few before now, while I was in college and everything like that. And so, which I have a personal story about that too. I'll share that in a minute. But, they beat it home, right? MLMs beat it home. They always say, find your why, because, when people turn you down and people and people are going to tell you no, you need to find your why. That's going to push you another day. That's going to do this and do that for you, right? Right. But here's the thing. In those moments when you're down in the dumps and everything of that nature, you need to decide how you're going to overcome it, right? You need to decide what your next move is going to be and why, right? But what's going to pull you to ease that? Yes, I do have a lot of energy on a Sunday night, right? Go figure. That's because I sleep well, right? I work hard, but when I work hard, I sleep even better. One of the joys of being the owner of the company is that I wake up when I want, right? Work is still getting done, but I wake up when I want because I work really hard. Super hard, like 3, 4 a.m., 5 a.m.s, like I'm that girl. But when I go to sleep, I make sure I go to sleep because I'm aware of what sleep can do for you, right? It's good for your health, it's good for your mind and all that good stuff. So, and I'm a night owl, so it really doesn't help either. Sorry. It doesn't really help that much. Thank you, Dragon. It really doesn't help. I'm a night owl, like 1, 2 a.m. That's when the party's getting started for me. I could be doing nothing, but the party will start for me. Okay. But yeah, like I was saying, so yeah, MLMs and coaches and trainers and stuff like that, if they're really good, they're going to tell you to find your why. When you hear people talk about that, okay, they're on to something. Thank you so much, Dragon. I appreciate that. Yeah, only in your dreams. Going back to, coaches and trainers, if they're telling you or helping you to find your why, to get you motivated as you're going through your journey in life or business, they're on to something good. But here's the thing. They're on to something good and they always stop. They're on to something good and they always stop. And maybe because they haven't figured it out or found it out for themselves, but knowing your why is supposed to be an asset. Knowing your why is supposed to be an asset. It's not supposed to just be something that motivates you. It's not supposed to be something that, just keeps you pumped up. Hey, hello, KO. It's not supposed to be something that just keeps you going like the Energizer bunny or whatever the case may be. No, it's actually supposed to be an asset. It's supposed to be a tool as you navigate the waters of life and business. right? It's going to help you from deciding, should I work with this organization or should I pass it up and work with them? And why am I going to work with them? That why question can unlock so many answers, meaningful answers, right? Powerful, impactful answers. That why question. You don't believe me? Start asking why. Start asking why. Start asking why and see where it takes you. You want to talk about finding a life of meaning? You want to talk about finding a life of purpose? Start asking yourself why. There's a reason why, and this is a little bit off topic, but I'm going somewhere here, so follow me. Okay? There's a reason why kids ask why so much. You ever been around kids and they ask you, well, why is the sky blue? And why is and why, what's in this pen? And why did they make it blue? And why does your hair look like that, right? They start asking why about everything. Some of the answers you don't even know. But it's so important to even know why. It fosters imagination. It fosters spirituality, whatever that means to you. It fosters decisions, coming down to the answer. It fosters answers too, right? It helps you get down to the finite details of a thing, right? To truly understand a thing. Kids are smart. Kids are wise. They're annoying sometimes, but their pretty faces and stuff erases all of that, right? You're getting on my nerves, but I'm going to answer your why, okay? Why is the sky blue? And then you go to Google. And then you look it up on Google. Why is the sky? Google, tell me why is the sky blue? So Johnny can stop asking me, right? Those finite details. Johnny, you want to know why the sky is blue? I'm going to tell you once I look it up on Google, right? but that why question is so powerful, which is why it's so powerful that you find it. Find what that why is for you. Why do you do what you do every day? Find what that why is for you. And once you find what that why is, and it could be one element, it could be 2, 3, or 5. Know them, right? So once you found them, know them. Why? You need to know them because, like I said before, you're going to come up against decisions. You're going to come up against hardships in life. You're going to come up against some hard, trials. And knowing what that why is going to help propel you. I can't emphasize that enough. It's going to help navigate you through that storm. It's going to help navigate you through that tough decision. I can't emphasize that even more. And that's the power in knowing your why. It's not the motivation part, right? The motivation part is really good. It sounds good. Yeah, it sounds uplifting. It sounds wholesome. It sounds great. And it is. It absolutely is. But people stop there. They stop there. When you stop there, you stop your growth. When you stop there, you stop your power. Because once you know your why, it's supposed to help you to open that door to navigate and make your reality what you want it to be. Right? There's a reason why I hang out with some friends at some times and I hang out with other friends at different times. I'm being strategic. I love all my friends, but everyone has their place. Put people in compartments. Why? You have to answer that for yourself. Why is this person over here in this category? Is it your party friends, your intellectual friends, your friends that give really good advice? It could be that, right? It could be all these different things, but you have to navigate and make that decision. Hi, Reese. Hi. I hope I'm saying your name right, Reese. But you have to navigate what that is for you, right? You have to run. Thank you for your gifts. You're so welcome, Willie. And join me back on another scope again. I should be on again this week. But yeah, stay connected. Follow me. All that, guys. If we're not connected, follow me. Get the notifications because I'm coming back. Okay. And so Knowing what that why is, it's going to help you to navigate. It's going to help you to understand why you're making the decisions that you are making. And it's going to help you to be more sure. You ever just been sure about something? Nobody can tell you nothing, right? Nobody can tell you nothing. You're like, I'm making this decision. I'm go peace and chicken grease. Peace and chicken grease. Right? You know, nobody can tell you nothing. When you're sure about a decision, somebody could try to tell you and you'll be like, no, right? And it may be crazy to someone else. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. If the decisions that you make in your life, in your business, do not make sense to someone else, it is fine. Why? Because they don't have the same why that you have. They don't have the same goals that you have. They don't have the same aspirations that you have. And they're not supposed to. Ain't that awesome? They're not supposed to. They're supposed to have their own set of aspirations. They're supposed to have their own set of goals. They're supposed to have their own set of understanding as to why they do what they do. But as for you, right? You, as for you, you're supposed to know that for yourself, right? It could be making a decision to move. Why are you moving? Well, I want a better life for my family, so I'm going to Montana. Somebody might look at you and say, well, why are you going to Montana? That's crazy. Right? You're looking at them like, no, it's not. I've done my research. I feel like Montana's going to give me and my family a better life. And I want to come out of the city and I want to come out of the hustle and bustle. And we're going to the woods. We're going to the boondocks. Your friends might say you're crazy. Your family might say you're crazy. Why are you moving so far away from us? You have to navigate what that why is. That's just an example, but it happens all the time. People pick up and move to places where their surroundings are not really keen to why they're doing it in the first place. But you might want a better life for your family, right? You might want to live a different life than the one you've come from. And knowing why you want to do that is important. And so you may feel moving to Montana. I mean, I'm not in Montana, clearly. I'm definitely in New York. But, you know, you might feel I'm packing up my family, my wife and my kids, and we're going to Montana. And my kids are going to have a better life than I did. Whatever, right? Whatever that situation or hardship or decision or trial is for you, it's gonna come with a lot. And so I said I was gonna share a personal story around knowing your why, right? So like I said before, I went to Temple University, and hey, you know, I went to Temple University. I don't know why it's telling me to bring you on camera. If you want to come on camera, you're on Facebook Live with me, and you want to come on camera, let me know, because Facebook is telling me that you want to come on camera, but I don't know if that's the truth. So if you do, just say yes. But anywho, you know, like I said, I went to Temple University, but before I got there, I went to Virginia State University, okay? I went to Virginia State University for my freshman year, and I loved it. HBCUs, love, okay? That's like, VSU is my first home. If you know me, you know how I feel about VSU. You know how I feel about my people. So, so I went there my freshman year, but there was something missing, right? And this is why I tell you guys to ask yourself about that why. That why is going to help you to make some decisions that's going to be crazy to everybody else, but it makes absolute sense to you because of what your why is. This is what it was for me. So I figured out what was missing, and that was I wanted to study abroad. Okay? Now, you might be like, well, Dominique, I'm sure the school has study abroad programs. They did. But the type of study abroad programs that they had, I did not want to go to. Right? And I looked at the program. Why? Because the experience that I had studying abroad mattered to me. You see what I mean? That matters to me, right? And so because the experience that I was going to have mattered to me, the program of the study abroad program mattered to me. Someone else, it might just, for someone else, their why might be, I want to go to study abroad for whatever their why is. And so for them, it just might be as simple as, I'm just glad that I'm there, right? I just want to go. I wanted to go too, but how I was going to experience going mattered. How I was going to experience I ended up going to Tokyo, mattered, right? And so that propelled me to go to Temple University because their program for study abroad was robust. The choices that they had, robust. How they laid out the program, robust, right? How, how they made it an easier experience for the students going, robust. I mean, down to the detail. When I tell you, when I finally ended up going to study abroad, I had no worry in the world. That mattered to me because my family was freaking out. They're like, what are you doing? Where are you going all the way to Tokyo, right? But it mattered to me to go, right? I said to myself, I want to live my best life. Me going to Tokyo is going to help me do that. Right? But how I wanted to experience it mattered because I knew that this was going to be an experience that lasted with me for the rest of my life. The rest of my life. Right? And so with that decision, now there's a caveat to that because Temple University was actually my first choice, but I never got in the first time. See those decisions? Some other people will be like, okay, I didn't get in. Whoop-de-doo. I'm not going to apply again. For me, thank you for the hearts. I love that. Thank you. For me, it was more to it. Okay, I didn't get in, but I'm coming back. I don't know when. I don't know how this journey is going to work out, but I'm coming back, right? Because I am very pure about my intentions about my life and the why behind I'm making the decisions I'm making for my life, right? I didn't always have the best, of the best things in the world, right? And so if I had a chance, and this is just me, if I had a chance to make it right, if I had a chance to experience something different, I was going for it. But it had to make sense to me, right? That's why I didn't go to Greece. That's why I didn't go to Paris. That's why I didn't go to London. And I chose to study abroad in Tokyo. It fit my why. See how that works? So as you're finding your why, it's important to find your why, right? It's important to find your why and just say, so that made me leave Virginia State, even though I loved it there. It was like home. It became home because I'm a city girl, okay? I'm from New York. I love the hustle. I love the bustle. I love the people. I'm that girl, right? I got a little tough skin. New York taught me that, right? But I'm a city girl and I found home at VSU. Now, when you find home somewhere, you don't just leave, right? But I left because my why mattered to me that much more. My why mattered to me that much more that I decided I'm leaving. Thank you for the hearts. That I said, I love everybody here. I had such a great experience here. I love my friends. I love, my major was graphic design at the time. And thank you. It was graphic design at the time. And it made me second guess a little bit. But I was also very sure that I made a decision for Temple University the first time for a reason. And I'm not going to pass up an opportunity to do it again. Because if part of my why is to experience my best life because I deserve it, because I didn't come from that, and because of my bloodline and my heritage, I am not going to pass up on an opportunity while it's hot to get what I want, to have what I want. It mattered to me. Your why should matter to you. That's the motivation behind the why. But navigating those decisions in life, that's why your why is so powerful. Ain't that something? Ain't that something, y'all? Knowing your why is the first part. Knowing your why is the motivation of it. But having your why in your tool belt, right? To navigate this thing called life, that is why you find your why. Those decisions that will change the trajectory of your life matters. It matters, right? It matters, right? I know I'll be sharing this on different platforms. So if you have any comments, if you have any questions, definitely tweet me or even leave your comments below, especially for those of you guys on Facebook Live. And if you want to follow me on Facebook Periscope, you can just find me at facebook.com/Dominique Hart. Okay? Definitely do that. Facebook.com/Dominique Hart. Understanding that means everything. And this is the stuff that they don't tell you. This is the stuff that gurus and all that stuff, they don't tell you that part. Because some of them, that's all they know. They know that finding your why matters, and they know that it made a difference for them in their life. Okay, wonderful. But after I found it, after I've been motivated by my why, because I know my why now, then what? Then what do I do? How do I do? Like, okay, I have this tool, right? I have this tool called my why. It motivates me in the morning. What else can I do with it? Crickets. They're like, well, it's going to help push you. And they're like, great, I'm pushed. Now what? Now what? Okay, I'm achieving great things. But understanding how you can use your why to achieve those great things, when you talk about accelerating your profits, that's how you do it. That's how the big dogs, that's how they do it, right? That's how they choose what meetings they're going to have, right? Listen, if this meeting is going to take an hour, I only got 15 minutes. I need to go pick up my kids because I am here for my kids. I do what I do for my kids. I don't have any kids, but hey, they got kids, right? You might have kids. Y'all might have kids, right? Have you ever seen The Marvelous Breakfast? No, I haven't actually. But I sure will Google it. Thank you. But so yeah, the big dogs might do it. And this is why so when people don't go with you on certain decisions and why you hear no's and all that kind of stuff, you kind of can't make that sway you because they might be operating from their why. And you have to respect that, right? But you need to respect your why too. And if your why is having a meeting with that person, guess what you need to do? Guess. Come again at a better time when it's suitable for both of you, right? Because you need to respect your why as much as they are respecting their why, right? But that's how you do it. As you go to different levels in your business, as you go to different levels in your life, the decisions you are making are going to matter. The decisions that you're making are going to reflect on yourself. They're going to reflect on yourself. What is my core business? So I'm glad you asked that because I know I've been really digging into the subject of why it's important to know your why. But what I do, I'm a visual brand strategist for small business entrepreneurs and corporations alike, where I help my clients to really stand out in their market dynamically, right? Dynamically. And I also help I also help them to accelerate their profits in the process. Right? So that's kind of what makes me unique and dynamic, if you would. And so I'm the founder of my own visual branding company called Dynamic Endeavors, spelt with a K. So that's Dynamic with a K, Dynamik. And so Dynamic Endeavors. And that is ultimately what I help my clients to create, right? And even in my business, I had to say, Dominique, why are you naming the company Dynamic Endeavors? I had to navigate that for myself as well, right? My preferred client, I love these questions. Keep them coming, Limo. My preferred client is definitely someone who is sure that they want to do more than just what their title says. So let's bring this into play. So I recently had a discovery call with a potential client. She's an accountant. But what triggered me to be more interested in having her as a client, because she came to me through social media, actually. She found me through social media. And hey, everybody joining. Nice to see you. But yeah, she found me through social media. And what was interesting in the call, right? When we talk about our why, right? Because I could have easily not worked with her, but what she said intrigued me. She said, Dominique, my field is not exactly the best, right? Not exactly the best in terms of, it's not definitely something that people just like run to when I'm speaking or anything like that. I'm an accountant, right? It's just numbers. So it's dry for everyone else, but I love being an accountant. I was like, all right, girl, if you love it, I love it. If you like it, I love it, right? But what was interesting to me is when she said, but I want to build something more than just being an accountant, because I know how accounting is so crucial to the success of my clients. And I said, tell me more, right? That was intriguing for me. So my preferred client is not just someone who, I'm a coach. Okay, wonderful. But if I'm a coach who desires to, transform the lives of X, Y, and Z person, because, there's levels to this. You never hear that? There's levels. Says, hi, Papa. I don't know if that's your real name, but hello. They're definitely aspiring to do more than just what their title says. They're definitely inspiring to do more, to change their community, to change and how they affect the world, or even just the clients. It may just be the clients who they work with, but they always want more out of what they do, and they're looking to build a business that's just more than just a typical run-of-the-mill everyday task. They're like, no, I want to build something bigger than this, and I want to stand out in my market doing it, because I know I'm the real deal. People have to know I'm the real deal, and I want to do business right. So Limo, I hope that was a helpful answer for you. But if you have any more questions, bring them on. And so that's ultimately like who I love working with. I love working with people who have vision, right? Because here's the thing about people with vision. They understand their why, and they know why they make the decisions that they make. Which is why I said, when people work with me, they know I don't take it for granted that they made the decision to work with me in any capacity, or even buy one of my programs, or, or have a strategy session with me, or actually become one-on-one clients, or anything like that, right? I don't take that for granted, because I know the people that I work with are sure about what they do, what they're trying to make happen. They just don't know how. But that's my job, right? They don't know how to make it happen, but they have these big dreams and these big goals, right? But they don't know how to make them happen. Dominique, I want to build this amazing, amazing bakery, and I wanted to do this and I wanted to do that, but how in the world do I make this happen? That's my job. Okay, that's why I'm a strategist. That's why they have me in their tool belt, right? That's why my VIP clients, they pay me every month, because they need me at the drop of a dime, because they're building big businesses. Makes sense? I hope that makes sense. And so in order to do that, right? In order to create this big vision, right? You have to understand what your vision is, but you also have to know why you're doing it. Because in the process of you creating that big vision, you're going to be doing things that no one has ever seen before, right? How should I add, Limo? You need more information? So, you're going to be creating things in this world that people have never seen before, right? You're going to be doing things that you've never done before in business, but you just know you want to make this big, okay, we'll do. Make sure you're following me too. Let's stay connected. Okay. And so, you want to have this big vision, these big goals, and all that good stuff. You want to make all these big dreams happen, but you don't know how. That means that you're going to encounter a lot of different decisions, a lot of different trials, a lot of different problems, and how you navigate them is how fast you're going to get to accomplish those goals. It's going to navigate it. You understanding your why and using that as a tool is going to accelerate the process in how you achieve that goal. Period. If you don't know your why, it's not going to happen as fast as you want it to. Right? It's just not going to happen as fast as you want it to. It's not. That's when you have people who are spinning their wheels and they don't exactly know, and they have, bright, shiny object syndrome, right? Where any new shiny thing, they gravitate towards it, or any new shiny program or tool or anything like that. All I do is win. I love that, Corey. All I do is win. I love it, right? That is where that comes from. It's because you haven't navigated why you're doing what you're doing, right? You haven't navigated why it is that you wake up in the morning, right? You haven't navigated those things, right? And so, guys, that's what I wanted to share with you. And so with that, I dropped the link in the description of this video to everybody on Facebook Live. And I also dropped a link here for you guys on Periscope. So even if you share it to Twitter, you can click on the link. However you want to click on the link, go for it. But it's a free audio from me. So if you loved this Periscope, if you want to watch all the replay of this video, definitely go ahead and do that. But go ahead and click that link, because in that audio, I talk about how to eliminate pretty website syndrome. Those things where, people always talking about this whole pretty website thing and all this kind of stuff. But me as a visual brand strategist, I know the power behind having a really great website, not one that's just pretty, but one that makes you money. There's a science to that. There is gems in knowing the difference between the two. And I break that down for you in the audio. And so that's my free gift for you. Okay. That is my free gift for you. So go ahead and get that. It is free. FREE. For you. Okay. And so, hey, how are you? And so definitely go ahead and grab that. It is free forever. Okay. Definitely my free gift to you. That is usually something that I would sell for $97. Excuse me. It's something that I sell for $97, but I'm giving it to you for free. I am good. I am great. And in this, scope, definitely watch the replay, because I think you're coming in a little later. Definitely catch the replay of this, because I think it's going to be really, really helpful for you. Okay. So yeah, guys, I'm just wrapping up. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm wrapping up, guys. So like I said, it's more than just finding your why, which you should. If you haven't done it already, do it, because you're going to uncover so much about yourself, about, everything that you're doing. You're going to uncover so much once you find what your why is. But don't stop there, okay? Once you found your why, know your why, okay? Because in those moments when adversity comes, or even decision, who you hang out with, why you do business with a certain person, what meetings do you take, maybe what interviews do you take? Maybe you want to go in the media and talk about all this other stuff, right? You may want to talk about all those you may want to, go on these different radio shows and stuff like that. And as your visibility continues to increase and you become more of a public figure, if that is your wish, you understanding your why is going to become even that much more important. And so while you're in the place where you are, it doesn't matter what level you're in business you're in. Okay, because there might be some of you who are seasoned in business who may want to revisit your why. You may want to revisit your why because you have changed. Your life has changed, right? In one way, shape, or form. It may have changed drastically, or it may have changed a little bit. And in any case, right? In any case, you want to make sure that you are in track internally, because as you are on track internally, it's going to show up in your life and in your business. Make sense? Make sense. And so this is also important, especially in business, especially as a visual brand strategist like myself. It's going to be very, very important because how you want to represent your brand is going to be a reflection of your why. Okay? And who you are as a person, right? Remember I said you finding your why is really going to, and you making it help you in the decisions that you make. And the decisions that you make is a direct reflection of the person who you are, right? And so if it's a direct reflection of the person who you are, make sure you're making the right decisions that is going to help you to get high from Japan. I was just talking about Japan. I studied abroad in Japan. So hello. I was just talking about that story. If you want to hear more about the story, you have to. Hi from Turkey. Thank you for coming. So we have people from Turkey, Japan. All right, I see y'all out here. Yeah. Okay, anyway. So I'm from New York. Excuse me. So, but yeah, I was in Tokyo and Takadano. That's where I was. So anyway, so yes, I'm from New York. So yeah, so know your why, because as you make those decisions, it is going to reflect on who you are as a business owner, as a visionary, as a speaker, as a coach, as an individual, period. It is going to matter. Okay? And because it's going to matter, you want to make sure that you are doing it right in according to what you want out of your life. You. Not what your mama wants for you, not what your papa wants for you, not what your kids want for you, not what your wife wants for you, right? How to brand my life insurance agency. So that is a loaded question. I'm going to actually have to come back on another scope for that, but thank you for asking. Actually, to help you on the journey to help you navigate how you're going to actually brand your insurance company, I don't like Japanese anime, but I like watching I like to look at the cartoons. Is that weird? Do you get what I mean? Anyway, I'm not so into the stories of anime, but I like to look at like the cartoons and I'm such a visual person, guys. It's like crazy. That's one of the things that I always did. Like, where I was staying in Tokyo, they have this mural by the train station. And as you're walking under the underpass of Takadanobaba, so you come off the train and you kind of walk under and the train is like over you. And on the sides of the walls, right? Yeah. On the sides of the walls, there's like a mural. I used to look at them all the time when I would be walking to and from class. It was crazy. So... Girl, you need to be married with your responsible, intelligent, fine, proactive stuff. Well, thank you very much. One day, darling. One day. But yes, I won't forget. But yeah, so that's, that was my little mini sneak peek into Japanese life when I was living there. But yes, someone was asking me about branding their insurance agency. Yes, I'm not going to forget. Thank you. So definitely download the audio that I have. It's in the link. It's in this link of this Periscope. So go ahead. And I am 27. I know. I look like a baby. But I am 27. Oh, why is 27? But I am 27 nonetheless. Right now, right? So... yes, download the audio, because in the audio, okay, it's in this link. Go ahead, download it, because I break down. I have a signature system that I have crafted over the years because my background is in advertising. So I apply that to a lot of my client work. And so I've broken that down for you guys in the audio, right? Each step in every level and how you can apply it to your business, okay? And so as you're on the journey, excuse me. Oh, yeah, you're older than me? Cool. So, as you're navigating and finding how do I brand my business and how do I do all these kind of things, I want you to make sure that you're doing it right and that you're doing it profitably. So, download the audio, because I go through each element in my signature system that's really going to help you. Although the title says that I'm talking about pretty website syndrome, it is a direct antidote for that. But Kumamoto. No, I have never been, but I'm gonna write that down because when I go back, I want to go now because you recommended me to go to Kumamoto, so I'm gonna go. So, when I decide to go, whenever I just feel like going to Tokyo, I'll go. But yeah. So definitely go ahead and download that audio, guys, because I think it's really going to be helpful, especially for those of you guys who are in the beginning of the branding stages and all that kind of stuff. Definitely download the audio, because once you get to the visual branding side of branding and visual branding are two different things, okay? Highly connected under the same umbrella. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the hearts, everybody. I didn't even say thank you. But definitely as you're doing that in your business, it's really going to be helpful, okay? And then also in the audio, if you also want to unpack further how to establish what your why is, how that's going to help to propel you in your business, the first principle that I talk about in that free, the audio is free. I usually sell this for $97. So if you want to go get it, click on the link when I'm done, okay? And you can get it, okay? It's going to help you. Choto, a little bit. I speak a little Japanese. How do I even say that in Japanese? I forgot how to say that in Japanese. It's been such a long time. But choto, like Nihongo choto, something like that. It's been a while. Don't judge me. So, guys, yes, like I said, go ahead and I saw a little bit Japanese. I will be fluent by the time my life is complete. I am determined to be fluent in Japanese. Anyway, so go ahead and download that audio, guys. I hope me talking about strategy, how, one of the areas and how to be strategic in this business life, in this world, and in your life, is by knowing what that why is so important, right? But another step further is why you need to know your why is so that it can help you to navigate the decisions, sometimes the hard decisions that you're going to have to make in your life and in your business. It is crucial, okay? It could be socially, it could be business, it could even be politically. I don't know. But whatever that hard decision is for you, and it could be a really simple decision, right? Sometimes the simplest decisions that we make can really have a snowball effect down the line, right? So at all times, know why you're making the decisions that you're making. And once you understand what your why is, or who you're doing it for, or what's the purpose behind what you're doing, it opens up a new level of understanding for you, okay? And that's what I want for you, because a sure CEO is a dynamic CEO. Can y'all say that with me? A sure CEO is a dynamic CEO, and that's what I want for you guys. So, hi, and then hi. What is that? Warrens? Well, thank you, Warrens. I was getting there. Can I finish my statement? So guys, that is it from me tonight. Definitely, like I said, go and download that audio, because it's really going to be helpful for you, especially as you're navigating and trying to brand your business, and especially as you're going through the website process and stuff. Is really going to be helpful. Like, I break it down a whole hour, okay, and I'm giving it to you guys for free. So the link is in the bio, and the link is in the description of this video. Facebook Live, it's right there above my head, right? So it is up at the top, and you guys can get it there. Just go ahead, click on the link, and download the audio. You can listen to it right now. It's instant, so you get instant access. So I wanted to make it easy for you guys to get that. So go ahead and get it. And that is it for me tonight, guys. But definitely understand and know your why. But on top of that, understand that knowing your why is going to help you to navigate through this thing called business and life. And it's going to help you to make strategic decisions, better decisions, wiser decisions, and you're going to accelerate your profits and accelerate your vision in the process. All right. So guys, that is it. My name is Dominique Hart. I'm a visual branding strategist, where I help my clients to really create a dynamic presence online and offline and accelerate their profits in the process. And so this is one of the keys to how you can do that in your business. And I hope this was really helpful to you. Thankful for the hearts, and I'll catch you guys next time. Don't forget to be dynamic. Take care. Bye.